I was always looking for that instant gratification. I thought, I'm not going to have anything that's ever going to happen good for me in the future, so I was living for the moment, like literally for every second. It took me 6.5 years to graduate, to get a BA, because I drank half the time. It's amazing that I even made it through. In fact, I still have dreams that I haven't finished. And I'm like, I'll wake up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I do have my degree. So I'm like, maybe I should have it posted on the top of my ceiling so I know. So I graduated from college, ended up getting a factory job where I was very difficult job. You had to, labor-wise, you had to put a label and throw it on a conveyor belt. 10 hours a day, I wouldn't have any skin left on my fingertips. I'd have to tape them out. And then I fell down the stairwell at a bar, did a somersault all the way down. So my back was a train wreck, and I was just suffering. I was in a lot of pain. So I was at a point where I was really lost, and I didn't have any hope. And I think when you lose hope, you have no drive for tomorrow, none. All you do is you're living for the moment, but you're barely alive. Make a long story short, somebody invited me to church, and I went a couple times, and I would drink Friday and Saturday night, and then I'd go to church on Sunday with a hangover. I'm like, this just doesn't work anymore. My wife, well, not at the time, but Cara at that time, she got prayed for, and remembered even some of the words that he had for her. And then he looked at me and he goes, and he started speaking on God's behalf. And he says, my son, I've delivered you from the desert. And I instantly fell down on the ground and started to weep because I was a prodigal. And I was one that grew up in the Christian home, knew what was right and wrong. It was at that moment where I felt like right now, in the midst of my sin, Jesus paid the price for me. And it was at that time, shortly after that, I completely recommitted my life to Jesus. And it wasn't long after that where a lot of the loneliness and all these things that when I was young, being depressed, rejection, all these things started to all come back to the fact that I needed to be loved. That's it. I got a revelation of the grace of God